fate or good luck, but from succession of successful days linked in pursuit of a world of possibilities. Then he explained about e-learning. E-learning is a generic term which encompasses the learning channels and systems such as remote delivery of multimedia content, email, video conference, online interactive classes, and learning management system. He explained the concept of adaptiveness to e-learning by a flowchart, and he gave multi-path for learning by using line graph. After tea break, the fourth session started with the time management. Sir started the topic with the help of another topic, life management. He said that we cannot manage time, but we have to manage activity, and he showed some video clippings for life investment as in 65 years. That follows as sleep for sleeping purpose 22 years, daily routine 2.5 years, meals 5.5 years, commuting 5.5 years, both 16 years, miscellaneous 2.5 years, and personal discretion 11 years. Then he explained time management through quadrants. In coordinate system, the horizontal line, on the horizontal line, urgent, non-urgent things, and in vertical line, important, not important. He concluded that effective time management lies in identifying in big rocks. At last, participants asked various questions, and Sir answered all of them patiently by giving examples from his life. At evening 7 p.m., an exam was conducted for all the participants. Thank you. Have a nice day.
And I wanted to correct, while reading report it was said it is my view. Nothing is my view. I only learn somebody's view and then tell him. I am like a butterfly. Nobody generates knowledge. Especially I don't generate knowledge. It's only many views are kept together. Even if I say some answer which is not mine, I believe it's not mine, but I am connected to someone who has got knowledge. Okay? If my guru knows something and he has blessed me, all that what he has, even he did not teach me, it comes to me. So many of the slokas my guru knows were never taught to me during his lifetime. He is no more. But I get it after some time. And that's a blessing. That's just blessing, nothing more than that. Personality development needs physical, emotional, intellectual, social, and spiritual development. This is five-fold development. You should have a good physique. Good physique doesn't mean tall, fat, weighing more than 60 kilogram and all that. It means you are not sick. You can do what you want to do. It doesn't mean you should have good muscles. I am in a profession of teaching. Therefore, I must have good throat. If my legs are not working, doesn't matter. I can be put on a stand. So for a teacher, what is physique? What supports him in doing it? You put me on the ground and ask me to work, probably I will fall sick tomorrow. I may not be able to work 2 hours on the ground. May not be, I said. Okay? But doesn't mean I am not fit for some other job. So everybody is fit for a specific job, put him onto that. Physical strength is essential for that purpose. If a teacher do not have, or her throat is not working, some teachers are there, they do not have the ability to speak. So they're not good teachers. Teachers must be able to reach to the whole audience. Must have good physique for that purpose. She or he need not be a runner. Correct, no? So taking care of physical for the job done is what is personality development. You cannot have a open check saying that he is physically fit. For what is one question. Correct, no? Many people say, no, I have good confidence. For what? Confidence for what? How many of you swim? How many of you know swimming? Swimming in water. Good. How much confidence you have in swimming? You cannot answer it because I have not asked you where you are going to swim, right? If I put you in the middle of the sea, correct, no? How many of you are confident of climbing the steps? Climbing steps, yeah? Yeah, all of you, right? But I have not told you the number of steps. If I give you 1,000 steps and ask you to climb, I am sure after 100 your legs will start shivering. You will climb? You have never climbed, that's why you are saying. Your confidence is called overconfidence. Because once you go beyond 500 meters, your pressure will change and you will feel giddiness. Go to Kailash, there were nice athletes who were traveling with me. They could not stand there. So it's not your physical power, everywhere it will work. And all your nail tips will start bleeding, nose will start bleeding, ears will start bleeding. I experienced all that. When you go to higher altitude, you don't know what will happen to your body. Because pressure changes, oxygen content changes. Okay, so it's not that easy. You go to space, once they come back, they are useless. Every nut and bolt in the body will become unusable. You don't have to go 1,000 meters above the ground. You go 100 meters below the sea, that's enough. I visited warships, the divers. They are put in a nice box and then pushed down and every chemistry which is required to support, the oxygen content is controlled, nitrate is controlled, everything is controlled. But if they come back, they will have to get admitted in a hospital for 10 to 15 days. So what they do is, they send them for 1 month, so that they have to admit only after 15 days. After a month, 15 days. Every day if they come back, they will have to get admitted every alternate 15 days. Only they can go back. So it's not that easy. Unless you experience, you cannot say this. So physical condition keep changing from place to place. So physically you are fit, that's essential. Minimum requirement, what is that you require to do, that has to be there. Any activity to make your physique much more better is good, but no over exercise. If you cannot do it, never do it. Don't exert yourself. Slow development is what is required. Especially after age, you are not supposed to take over exercise. I remember Mangalore University Vice Chancellor, who is also an expert in yoga, gave a talk long back. I was attending his session. He was telling a joke. 1970s people were prescribed to run and everybody started running. Before 1970 nobody ran. It's 1970 when people thought, during that time, people thought physique means running. You remember in our childhood nobody runs, right? Only when the city culture came, people were prescribed running. And every doctor, every cardiac doctor keep prescribing, run for 10 kilometers. They never came back, they all died there. Because if you don't run in your life, start running after 40 years, you will fall sick. And then doctor said, don't run. It's enough if you walk. At least they will come back home. And now people don't prescribe even walking. They will say inside your house, brisk walk. Even that is not required. You have equipments where you stand, you feel like walking. Correct, no? And today that's also not required. See TV, you open in the morning or some other TV, you can be on the bed, connect some equipments, it starts making you to jerk. See, the legs and hands are given to work. But whereas you don't take care of it in the nice style. Adivyayama madakaso jara shardishcha jayade, etc. etc. Hridaya dyuparodascha. Adivyayama madakasa shardi. Many diseases are given there. All these can happen to you if you do over exercise. Ultimately, hridaya dyuparodascha, heart attack will come to you. It's a caution given by Charagan. So he is the master of all medicines in Bharat. And he says don't do over exercise. do only mitam, little bit only, not too much. If you have not done, never do it. As childhood you can do it, but not after some time. I gave you example yesterday on the breathing practice also. Pranayama. Pranayamena yuktena sarvaroga samaraha ayukta abhyasa yogena sarvaroga samudbhavaha. If you don't know how to breathe, you will have more problem. And physique has to be taken care of by nice, good food. What is nice, good food? Food with life, not dead food. What is food with life? Any grain, when you put it, it starts growing. That means there is life within that. Correct? That grain when you eat, you get energy. If anything dead when you eat, so no dead bodies. If you eat dead body, and what happens here is dahanam. Digestion in Sanskrit is called a dahanam. Every one of us at the end of life will be taken to a graveyard, and there also dahanam is done. That means you fire yourself. And this place is called the fireplace. Stomach is called the fireplace. Put dead body and fire it, that is called a graveyard. Therefore many mobile graveyards are here. Any dead body is useless, not required. So your physique, I said physique also have got an influence on emotion. This is manas. Emotion comes from manas. So if you can take care of your physique, emotion also can be taken care of. Eating more does not give you more strength. Eating more makes you sick. Eating sufficiently enough is what is required. Yesterday we gave the time management, how much time we spend on eating, how much time we spend on cooking. Raw vegetable, slightly warm, that's enough. But instead of that we spend lot of time in masala mixing. The time for cooking is more. And what is the outcome? It just gives you satisfaction at quarter inch of your tongue. Because tongue, the whole tongue cannot find the taste, right? Only a little portion of that. Just for this portion, how much time is wasted in life, you see? Is it not? Some people have long tongue, forget about them. Just for a small portion of the tongue, hours and hours is wasted, right? Rest of your body have to suffer because of this. 36 feet the food has to travel before pushing it out. The whole 36 feet is in trouble. And after some time it will say, enough, yeah, I am not going to work for you. And then kidney problem and all that will start. So never, a good physique is must. Food whenever you feel hungry, not because it is 8 o'clock. Okay, when you are there in some canteen like this, or maybe in a course, people cannot serve you food, there is a class, therefore you have to get adjusted. Every child, when they cry only you give food, right? And they grow much faster. But after some time we start stipulating timings. And every day do you work in the same style? Do you think the same style? Do you do the same job? Then how can you eat same number of idlis? Why do people saying that, no, I will eat only 6 idli, whether you work or not? If you work more, you have to eat more. If you don't work more, you don't have to eat that much. So how much energy you require, that much only you should eat. Ega bhuktam maha yogi. A yogi needs to eat only once, not the other way. Those who eat once will not become yogis. Don't try to become a yogi by eating once. Okay, ega bhuktam maha yogi, dvibhuktam maha bhogi. He always thinks about eating and then start eating. Bhogi means who wants to eat, wants to eat. So, ega bhuktam maha yogi, dvibhuktam maha bhogi, tribhuktam maha rogi. 3 times you eat, you become rogi. Chadurbhuktam maha drohi. And people are there, we are eating more than that. Those time when he wrote this poetry, this sloka, there are people only eating 4 times. Now you see how many times you eat. What for you are eating? And understand, assume you become obese, too fat. Never reduce your food to make you slim. No food restrictions and make you slim. If you are fat, you are fat. That's all. Your constitution is that. You should have taken care of in the beginning. After some time, reduce your food will not reduce your obesity. It can make you weak. It can make you sick. If elephant do not consume food, it will not become like a cow. If you feed cow, it will never become an elephant also. So the constitution is fixed. You cannot change it. I eat nice food as much as I can, but I will never increase my weight. You know why? Your way of walking makes you fit. Walk fast. Every action very fast. Movements are very fast. Then you will become fit. Physically fit. And pranayama is just enough. I've learned yoga maybe 25-30 years back, but I am not practicing any asanas. I don't require any asana now. You don't require to learn ABCD when you are doing PG in literature. Asana is an LKG job. LKG, UKG. After that you must leave that. Yama, Niyama, Asana, third step. When you are reaching Samadhi, why you have to do Asana every day? Do you want to practice ABCD when you are doing post graduation? Not required. No? So forget about it. That's required in the beginning. Your body flexibility is required. Why should I flex my body now? Not required. So your mental process. After this it comes manas, emotional. Sharira, manaso yoga, parasparam. Shariram and manas. Body and the manas are related. Such like bartan and oil. Did I say that yesterday? Sharira manaso yoga parasparam anuvrajit adhara adheya bhavena tattajya khadayoriva. They are related very much. So if you want to take care of your body, you can do that. But how do you take care of your manas? Very difficult, but can be. Why? When your manas is in tension, when you are in a hurry, when you are in worry, when you eat more curry, your breathing rate will change. Will it not? Number of breaths will increase. When you are in a hurry, when you are in tension, the same thing happens to you. What will happen? Your breathing rate will change. You can consume 5000 ml of air. But normally people take only 200 ml. That's our normal breathing. You want to take a deep breath, even then it will not be more than 1000. 1/5 itself we are not able to consume because we never practiced ourselves doing it. A good breathing is very good because if you want to clean a bartan, will you pour one sip of water and pour it outside, one sip again, pour it outside, or put more water and rinse it well? More water and rinse it well. The oxygen is used for cleaning your body. And what do you breathe in actually? Exhale and inhale and all you are taking. Inhale, exhale. Okay. What do you inhale inside? Huh? Not oxygen, it's air. Don't say that oxygen is taken inside. Air. But when you take air inside, why do you call you are taking oxygen inside? How much percentage of oxygen in the air? 21%. Okay. Then carbon dioxide. Oxygen is 21%. Carbon dioxide is 0.04%. Okay. Rest many other gases. But nothing gets affected. Only when you take inside, this is what happens. Once it comes out, 21 will become 17% and this will become 4.04%. 4% of oxygen gets converted into Carbon dioxide. That's why we say we are taking oxygen inside and carbon dioxide outside. But not that oxygen which you take inside is converted into carbon dioxide instantly. Earlier taken carbon oxygen is converted and kept there. Once this goes, the other one comes out. Okay. So there is a time gap. What happens to this? It goes inside your body totally and comes out. Now when you get tension, what happens? I said everything is chemistry. When you get tension, when you are in worry, lot of chemical reaction happens in the body. For any chemical reaction, it requires oxygen to support. So it will tell your lungs, breathe faster, I want more oxygen. What can be done? It can take a deep breath and say, take the oxygen, I am giving you this. Take it like this. But you cannot do it. Because body never practiced doing it. What it does, it starts supporting slowly. When you are in a hurry, it starts supporting slowly like this. But assume you have practiced pranayama, what you will do? They also get tension. They also get worried. Then what is to be done? They will take a deep breath. And then lungs will be asked to, all the respiratory system also start functioning very fast. It will say, no, I am not going to function faster for you. Only once I will take, you manage with that air. So who dictates the emotion? Body will dictate the emotion if you are a yogi. Because body is made fit first. And then body will start dictating the emotion, manas. For other people, what happens? Emotion will start dictating the body. Therefore, you will get headache. You will become tired. You get angry. Your chemistry in the body changes. Therefore, a wrinkle will go up. Eyebrow will go up. Cheeks will start bubbling. And then your husband will start doing Kathakali. Husband or wife. So what's a nice way? Control. Some people don't know how to take this oxygen maximum because they never practiced pranayama. When they get angry, they take a deep breath. That will be the last breath. That's called heart attack. That's why when some people get tension, they are in a worry, they get heart attack. So to avoid heart attack, it is nice to have a good breathing practice. You don't know when you are going to get heart attack. Therefore, start it in the early age. So physical and emotional are related. Most of the troubles in life is because emotional problem. Morning I had spent 20 minutes on telephone. 12th class girl, severe headache. Severe headache. Is on bed for last one day. Last 1 week examination is going on with many doctors. She spoke to me in the morning. I said, come close your eyes, I am with you. After 10 minutes I asked, how do you feel now? She said, no headache, It's easy to handle emotion to control your physique. Very easy. And you can get your friend's heart. You have to try that. Get a good pair for you, each other, very fast. Sit closer with pairs. Identify good pair for you. Want to change your seat, you can change. Ready? You don't have a pair. Find out someone. Fine. Go there. Last one. Your hand represents you. I'll show you some picture. Your hand represents you. If you get a chance, go to a Xerox machine, take a Xerox like this. Okay? Keep your hand like this and take a Xerox. You will get a picture. That picture will exactly represent your body shape. This will be your head. This will be your legs. These are your hands. This is your stomach. This is your back. This is your spondylitis portion here. Generally people have spondylitis. So not neck. And this is your heart. Therefore looking at the hand we can tell your body structure. You don't have to see the person. Just hand is enough. So this hand, once you press it thoroughly, that's why when we ask to clap, because it's the way to energize yourself. You want to energize you, easiest way is clap yourself. Imagine this is your head, these are your legs, this is your hand, this is your shoulder, and now you are going to clap, but closing your eyes, thinking that from that head to toe you are vibrating, total vibration. Enjoy that vibration inside you. Every neurons, every cell starts vibrating inside. Clap as best as you can. Okay, that's to energize you. Start. Close your eyes and clap. Continuously. Keep on clapping. But you must vibrate inside. Close your eyes. Enough. You get a feeling the whole body is vibrating? You can treat yourself and make you energetic by doing this. That's actually the purpose of clapping in a classroom also. Your hand absorbs a lot of energy, it disseminates a lot of energy. That's why Shapa and Ashirvada is given by hand, except in Kerala. Kerala, Shapa and Ashirvada was given by leg also by Vishnu once. That's what is Onam. Kerala is entirely different from other part of the globe. They're slightly cracked. So this hand can be used for giving Shapa as well as Ashirvad. There is a morning prayer which you are supposed to chant. Karagre vasate Lakshmi, Karamadhye Saraswati, Karamule Sthida. Don't put Govinda in front of ladies. Even otherwise he is after ladies. Karamule Sthida Gauri, Prabhade Karadarshana. Karagre vasate Lakshmi. This means money, right? Lakshmi is the ministress for finance department. That's why her husband is the god for maintenance. Without money you cannot maintain. So Karagre vasate Lakshmi. Chant once. Karagre vasate Lakshmi. Karamadhye Saraswati. Karamule Sthita Gauri. Gauri is the goddess of energy. Prana. If you want to beat, if you want to pat, you need to fold your hand. So this is where the energy lies. Okay? Her husband's job is meditation, sleeping. You cannot meditate when you are sick. If you have energy, you can get a good sleep. If you don't have energy, you don't get a good sleep. Doctor will ask you, if you go with a problem, are you getting sleep? Yeah. Then half job is done. You are not that sick. If you are not having sleep, that means you are sick. So strength opposite is no sleep. So strength means sleep. That's why Shiva is the god who supports strength. Shiva becomes Shavam if she is not there, the Valli is not there. If his wife is not with him, becomes useless. Shava. Now this Shiva, Shakti is there in you, education is in you, and money is in you. The morning prayer which we chant is the best motivational chanting. What does it say? My money is with me, my education is with my, and my energy is with me. Is it not the good chanting? Morning, look at your hand and say that my money is with me, my education is with me, my energy is with me. Don't find fault with somebody else. Why you are getting less salary? Because you are not good. If you are good, you will go to better place. Why I am not able to do something? Because I did not take care of my health. Why I am not able to learn something? Because I did not learn the minimum things. So, Karagre vasate Lakshmi. Louder. Karamadhye Saraswati. Karamule Sthita Gauri. Prabhade Karadarshanam. Highly motivational. No caste, no creed, no jadi here. For everybody it is same. Okay? Next, when we do this, this hand represents the body, I said. It has a lot of things. If only on hand we can give lectures hours together. This hand, this part is hold the heart. Okay? This part is heart. If you have a heart problem, keep on rubbing it here. With the feeling that you are rubbing inside your heart. Anyway, you cannot rub inside your heart. You cannot rub on your neck. Massaging is very difficult. But what you can do, you can massage here. With the feeling that I am doing it at my neck. If you have severe headache, instead of rubbing your head, you can't do it. Therefore, rub your finger with the feeling. That's why many people, when they get tension, they do like this. Have you seen? That's because they are rubbing their head. Nature has given this knowledge. If you have knee problem, press here. Exactly you know where you are paining. Keep on pressing and see, oh, this is the place I am paining. And then try to rub with the feeling that I am going to cure my body. This is called acupressure. I treat people on acupressure. Now, what you can do is, whoever is sitting closer by you, hold the hand. Come here. Hold the hand like this. Hold it. Hold it. Yeah, hold the hand like this. Therefore, your heart and my heart and his heart is touching now. Okay? With the feeling that my heart is touching his heart. And you can feel the vibration of your friend. Try this. Hold the hand, each other. And then closely watch the heartbeat. You can understand the feeling. Hold. Get the feeling of your friend's heartbeat and say that I am in you. Close your eyes, no talking. Just get the feeling. You will see the heartbeat. Enough. Getting it? You can get it. Whenever somebody is in depression, somebody is in problem, when somebody loses some closest person, we go and say don't worry and pat on their back, right? Never do that. Hold their hand like this and say I am with you. What is to say? Hold their hand and say I am with you, and they will be with you throughout your life. When somebody is in trouble, go and hold their hand and say I am with you. You can make sure that they will be with you throughout your life, because they will become so close. Because when the heart is really beeping, it's in real pain, they need somebody to support them, and the best support you can give to anybody is holding their hand like this, because your heart will give energy to them. If you are a weak person, their heart will become weak, because you will grab the energy from them. Okay, so be strong and then give energy. Pray for them, you will be able to support them. I treat people just by holding the hand like this. There are instances when people are really shivering to come onto the stage and then sing or speak. Just hold the hand and ask them to do it, they do it. It's easy to transfer your energy to somebody else through this process. So that means your emotional control is possible through the physical contact. Okay? So this is emotional, and you have to be emotionally controlled. Then only you can be called as a person, nice person, good personality. You may have a good physique, but small tickling is enough, he will become shower. How can you call him as a good personality? You cannot. So what is required? Emotional balance. Arjuna asked Lord Krishna. Arjuna was a good warrior, learned everything. What happened to him? Went to the battlefield, he says, my hand is sweating, I am shivering, my Gandivam is falling down. Krishna, what should I do? He calls Hijada. He calls Arjuna, the first word what he used in Bhagavad Gita to address Arjuna is Hijada. You can neither be called as a girl as a boy. Useless fellow. Shame to the... he was very angry. Because you learned everything in the exam hall, you are not able to hold your pen. Same situation. You know, I told you yesterday, when Rama was psychically sick, Vasishtha came and taught 18 days. And Rama became fit. And Rama's next Janma is Krishna. And when Arjuna became sick, Dr. Krishnan, the psychiatrist, gave medicine to the psychic patient Arjuna. Whatever he learned in the earlier Janma. I have a poetry which says, arrow comes back from shadow. In my small book, you have this book in the library, right? I gave 2 books to the library. Yeah, look at that. It's a wonderful poem, not because of its mine. Because I draw lessons from our Upanishads, Purana, Veda, and then fit into the daily life. That's what I do. So arrow comes from shadow. In one Janma, Rama gives an arrow from shadow and kills who? Bali. Therefore, in next Janma, Krishna gets an arrow. That's how he killed. And one Rama, in one Janma, all his dealings disturbed his younger brother, Lakshmana. Lakshmana was suffering just because of Rama's decision. And next Janma, Krishna's elder brother, Balarama, he is a good drunkard. All the time he drinks and then keep on nagging this fellow. In one Janma, only one wife, Sita. Therefore, next Janma. So don't worry. Don't worry. Next Janma you may get a better. So life is like this. Whatever you do today, but I conclude that by saying, it is not one Janma and next Janma. It is one day and the next day. Every day, morning Brahma calls you. That means it's a new day for you. New birth for you. No guarantee that tomorrow I will wake up. Today I may sleep and Shiva will take me to graveyard. Tomorrow morning if we hand over to Brahma, I will wake up. No guarantee that tomorrow we wake up. So in Bharatiya Shastram, every day is one Janma. And whatever I do yesterday have got a relevance today. That's what we call this Janmantara Krita Sukrutam. Yesterday if I do good thing, today I will become happy. Yesterday I do bad thing, today it will have the suffering. And today morning Brahma will wake me up, Vishnu will make me to survive, Shiva will take me off in the evening. So this concept of feelings which we have, that whatever karma which I do will have a result in that. Arjuna, never get emotionally uncontrolled. Becomes Sthita Prajnan. Emotionally controlled is called Sthita Prajnavastha. So emotional control is Sthita Prajnan. Sthita Prajnan. Dukheshu anudignamana sukheshu vigadaspruha vida raga bhaya krodha sthitadir muniruchyate. That's a definition. Dukheshu anudignamana sukheshu vigadaspruha vida raga bhaya krodha. When you get dukkham, don't become depressed. When you get sukham, happiness, don't jump also. Control your feelings. It's like a sine wave. You know the sine wave, right? The sine wave have rough and tough, up and down, but try to make it small. Don't make it too up and down. This is not good. Control it. Okay? The frequency has to be controlled well. The wavelength has to be controlled well. So if you have a good wavelength, you will get adjusted with anyone. If you have a bad wavelength, disharmony will happen, maximum. So shorter wavelength creates a lot of problems. Larger wavelength is good. Frequency will become small. Less frequency, large wavelength. That is the best frequency. You can get adjusted with anyone. That's what is emotionally controlled. Sthita Prajnavastha. Dukheshu anudignamana sukheshu vigadaspruha vida raga bhaya krodha. No bhayam, no krodham. So your 8 steps, in few of them already covered in this. Asana is covered in the physical step. Ultimately, whatever is told in the 8 steps, Ashtanga Yoga, and this will match. Okay. Next is intellectual. Your brain has to be good. What do? Learn as much as you can. I said brain is like a rubber band. He asked a wonderful question. related to this topic. I don't have to explain. That's why I thoroughly explained it, because I will not waste time on explaining this now. What is to be done? Your brain is like a rubber band. Stretch as much as you can. Tax this in the best way. Keep on taxing. Yesterday we gave that counting mechanism. We gave you some exercise on how to become impulse at right moment, right decision. That's more important. Not that after some time, oh, this I should have said. Kya fayda hai? You must do it at the right moment, the right steps. Not after some time thinking, oh, I should have done it. That's useless. Many people, when they wanted to do something, the brain will not work. After some time, it starts working. So that should not happen. At the right moment, you look at the telephone, you will not remember that. After some time, you will remember the telephone. The brain is like that. You remember somebody's name? No. After some time, oh, that's it. But by that time, he must have already left. So this delay should not happen. Instantaneously, it should work. There are people who are very good in this. We have a good story about Nizam. You know Nizam? Hyderabad ki. And we have the person who started Varanasi Hindu Mahavidyalaya, Banaras Hindu University, Madan Mohan Malavya. He was a wonderful person, very good, sharp brain, clicks exactly at the time, no delay, flash at the right time. He started Banaras Hindu University, and he went to Nizam, the Muslim king, to get donation. Can you imagine? That time he was deadly against all Hindus in India. He said, stupid fellow, you are dare enough to come to me for a Hindu university, change the name Hindu, I will sponsor the whole money. He said, no, I will not change this. He was also a tough man. He said, I will retain the money, retain the name, I will also get money from you. How dare he is to arguing with the king, that too in his palace. Nizam got angry, they had a hot discussion. Nizam took his chappal and just thrown on him. He took the chappal and said, I got it. Because the chappal was very costly. There's a lot of jewels in that. His chappal is now with a lot of jewels in that. He said, I got it. And he went, in Charminar he started auctioning it. That was one of the best chappal he collected from abroad. What he will do with one chappal, Nizam? The other chappal is in his hand. You know what he did? He asked somebody to go and then auction it and take it back. Madan Mohan Malavya knows that somebody is going to come. And he arranged a few people to make the auction, raise the value. Whenever the kingly person started giving some price, the other fellow makes it double. This man again made it double. Then he got maximum collection from Nizam. He said, thank you. So even a chappal comes to you will become, that's why don't worry if somebody slaps you. Yeah? Enjoy it. Maybe tomorrow he will become your lover. The presence of mind is very, very essential. You must know what to do. See, when I say this story, you must interpret in your life. How is it going? Otherwise you will think, what is that Nizam has thrown, Madan Mohan Malavya caught? Why this story for me? You must be able to convert it usable for you. That's what is presence of mind. Giving this joke is presence of mind. No? You know that story of who? Einstein giving lecture? Another example, good example for presence of mind. Somebody told this already? Correct? That's another presence of mind. What is required for a teacher, what is required for a speaker is presence of mind. Okay? So if you have good presence of mind, intellect is good. Not that you can by heart many things. Not that you can just learn many things. Learning many things is useless if you cannot use it at the right place. Correct, no? You have lot of knowledge, but in the right place to use it, it is not coming to you. What is the use of learning? You may have only short knowledge, but that you must be able to use it at the right place. That's important. Okay? So this is essential. In this context, I have one sloka in my small book called Life Made Simple. The last sloka. Amandram aksharam nasti, nasti moolam anaushadam, ayogya purusho nasti, yojagaha tatra durlabaha. Amandram aksharam nasti. No letter is bad. To make a word, you need many alphabets. No alphabet is bad. No alphabet is bad. But once you put few alphabets together, it becomes a bad word or a good word. Is it the fault of the alphabet or the person who is making the words? Correct? Few nice words can put together, you get a nice poetry. Put them together, it becomes a good scolding. Right now, dog is not a bad word. It's a good animal, right? Son is a good word. But when you get angry, you mix together and use it on your friend. Is it not? Don't you scold like this? So when you mix words, you must be very careful. Amandram aksharam nasti. Nasti moolam anaushadam. If you are an Ayurvedic expert, wherever you walk, you will say this is this medicine, this is poison, this is medicine. For other fellow, it doesn't know anything, no difference. So if you know, you will be able to distinguish that. Ayogya purusho nasti. There is no single individual who is bad in this world. Everybody is good. Good for what? Good for some purpose. Put them in the right place. Put them in the right place. That is what is required. Similarly, you have knowledge, you must be able to put them in the right place. If you start using it in the wrong place, gone. You have a knife, it can be used for many purposes. You have a pen, it can be used for many purposes. It's only for writing or something else. What are the uses of spoon? Let me see whether you have how creative mentality which you have. Give me some uses of spoon, small spoon. You know what spoon, right? What is the use? Taking food. Another one? Stirring, you can use it. Then?
We can use it in classroom.
Classroom. For what?
Shape it is convex and concave.
Yeah, you can use it as a mirror. That's what you want. Okay, to explain a mirror you can use. So creative, yeah? Good. Then? Yeah, you can use it for music. Then? When you have some dabba, the lid to be opened, don't you use it as a lever? Don't you? Generally people use it, right? If there is a screw which is to be removed, they use the other side and then open it, right? So it's a screwdriver. Then, use it for scratching? Use it as a ear cleaner? Use it to throw on your husband or wife? Right, he has good experience, he gets it. See, you can use it for multiple purposes as creative you are. So any individual is useful as creative you are. Intelligence means that ability. A good personality is a person, right time you must be able to fill what is to be done. No second thought on that. Very creative, that's what is required. How can you be that? If you have to use your intelligence, you must be physically fit first. Because people are so lazy, they can't do anything. When you keep on doing something or other, your creativity will increase. If you are not having enough mood to do job, your intelligence will not be there. So physically fit is first, next emotionally, then only your intelligence will work. Otherwise you may a dull fellow who will get good marks, useless. Getting good marks is useless in life. We are talking about life. Not about getting into highest degree, getting into the highest position. Any buffalo will be able to sit there. But sitting in that position, what best you can do? If you don't have good emotion, good physics, you cannot do things. Next, social. We are called social animal. Being social is social being. Being social is social being. If you are not social, you are useless in this world. You cannot be called as a social being. Being human is human being. Very simple. Being human is human being. When you reach this place, you have many people around. How many of you have the freedom to talk to someone? Every one of us have, but how many of us will use the freedom? I'm sure I was free to talk to anybody. Why none of you came to me in talking? Why do you keep a distance? It shows you are not a social being. You have an inhibition in you. Why should I approach? How should I approach? Yes or no? Never have that feeling. You should never have such feeling talking to anyone in this world. What happens? There may be a tough fellow who will not. You can tell him, you are not social, you are not human. Nothing wrong in telling him. You may be an intelligent fellow, you are not human. So what is required in life is you must be able to talk to anyone in this world. I remember whenever I travel, when I sit in a bus, whoever is sitting beside me, I will know him by the time he reaches, or he will know me by the time I reaches. No, how much knowledge we get when we talk to people. When I travel in Kerala and all that, I get almost someone with me. I remember when I traveled from Delhi to Hyderabad in train few years back. We had a Sardarji group, all ladies around. They feed nicely, lot of masala, nice. What is that? Karela sabji inside, you know. I don't like it, but they loved me so much I have to eat it. Nothing else can do. So I make a lot of jokes. We have lot of jokes on Sardarjis, right? I tried all of them on that. And I asked them, is it true that you have this? No, I said, yeah, we know all this. And I tried whether they are a real Sardarji or not. Because all the jokes when I try, it's all working there. That means they are real Sardarjis, right? I could also keep quiet. But no, why we should? So when you travel, when you meet someone, why can't you talk to them? Get every opportunity. If you are attending a marriage, there are 1,000 people coming. If I attend a marriage, nearly 80% of them will know me at the end of the marriage. I will talk to all of them. I will introduce myself and say, no, I am so and so. Who are you? What is your relation with this fellow? No. Otherwise they will not come, no. What is wrong? Because you are expanding your social mix. When you live in this world, you must know as many people as you can. Not becoming famous where the other person know you but you don't know them. That's useless. If I am known to many people, it will never help me. I know somebody, then it will help me. So what is required? I must have someone with me. How do I get? I have some ability, somebody else has some ability, mixed together, you get wonderful thing. Yesterday somebody telephoned, I was talking to him, the Nature Cure Secretary for India. You know how did I get him? I was in airport, he was looking like my professor. Then I just went and told, I am Dr. Shashikumar from Kerala. You look like almost my professor. I know you are not my professor, but I was watching you for some time. What do you do? I asked. And he said, I do a Nature Cure. I gave my card, I took his card. We never spoke to each other. After 2 years, he is talking to me yesterday. You know, when he wanted some help. He wanted Nature Cure degree to be recognized in Kerala. Then he asked me, what is the way to get it done? So he spoke to me. So 2 years after that, when he spoke to me, he said, I am so and so. I just got him. Immediately I said, he asked me, I don't remember, sir, where did I meet you? No, I met you in the airport. I gave my card. No, that was on Terminal 1A. You were waiting for the aircraft. How does it matter to you? Why don't you spend a moment? It may help you to make some business tomorrow. It may not help you at all in your life. Doesn't matter. But now I am sure when I go to Delhi, I can send someone with some activity. They will help me. Yesterday one of my students went to Delhi. I have sent a message to many people. At least a few of them will help them. It's not for me, but my association with somebody else will get some advantage in some other place. It's essential to link with the people as much as you can. Being social, that's more important. If you are not social, your kids will never be social. If you are not social, no, what happens is most of the time, every lover loves the lover because she or he is too social. But soon after marriage, they will say, now what is done is done. Now don't talk to anybody. Don't look at anybody. Don't smile at anybody. Being social is one criteria for accepting somebody as a lover. But as soon as they fall in love, restriction starts. Who asked you to talk to her? You should not. Love becomes selfish for people. Love is not being selfish. Learn this. Love does not give any advantage of giving you authority on that. My son. What is our my son means? I will tell him what he should do. Is it what is required? Or my son, allow him to do what he wants. Most of the time what happens? I love flowers. Therefore what do? Pluck it. I love flower. Why it cannot be there? I love nice flower in neighbor's garden. What is the next mode? Pluck it. Otherwise, pluck the whole plant and then plant it here. Why not? See, anyway he is watering it. He is taking care of it. You open the door, you can enjoy it there. Is it not? The neighbor's wife is beautiful. You can enjoy seeing her. Why do you want to bring her in your house and make her to suffer? See, people are beautiful only when they smile. And at your home, nobody smiles. Why? Because you are not making them happy. Somebody else is making somebody else happy. Enjoy it. See, we become so selfish. Social is just opposite to being selfish. A social animal can never be selfish. Never be selfish. The time I stand, all of you are equally good to me. And I love each one of you in the same style. No gender difference, no state difference, no caste difference, nothing for me. Assume I start loving one of you very closely. Finished, all others will start noticing it. And I will become enemy in most of their eyes. When you mix with the people, try to mix equally good with everyone. Radhakrishna knows how good I mix with most of my friends. No difference. No difference. I had those times, maybe in the childhood, maybe PUC time and all, I had lovers. But once I reached my graduation, I was so sthita pragnant. I could mix with anyone, any way, as best as I can. And nothing disturbs me, nothing changes my mood. So you grow to a level where you become social. Now you are physically fit, emotionally balanced, intellectually grown, and socially enlarge your domain. Now you can reach the spiritual level. What is spiritual? All these together. Your intellect, emotion, nothing exists. Physical, you don't care. Social, you can see attached, detached view. I get attached to you when I am here. I am not thinking about my job somewhere else. When I am here, I am totally into this. I have no diversion of my brain. Whenever I am talking to you, the whole brain, whole manas is here. And check my brain now. I have been tested during my lectures on technical subjects. Connect electroencephalograph, which shows your brain vibration. Like cardio, ECG is for cardiac vibration. Check the brain vibration through EEG. It is not working. My brain is not working when I give lecture. Therefore, I am not tired. When you give lecture, you are tired because your brain is working, your buddhi is used. I am not using my buddhi for my lectures because it comes from my Atma. It's from the spirit which comes. And just translate it into the manas. From manas it comes, not from the buddhi. Okay? At least when somebody tells me that this sloka is to be chanted, probably I will just have to use the brain. Otherwise, even sloka comes from the manas. If somebody instructs, this is what, when some questions are asked, I have to interpret it. Otherwise, my class goes just as a flow because I take it from my manas, atma, and put it to manas and then deliver it. EEG says that no vibration. That level, when you can do any action which you do at your atma level, is what is spiritual. And atma level is samadhi. So we have moved 8 steps of Ashtanga Yoga. The same style we have moved from physical to spiritual in that level. You are in samadhi state. When? Throughout your action. And pranayama or meditation. Samadhi is meditation. Meditation is not what is to be practiced 10 minutes per day. Meditation in action. What's required? Meditation in action. Whatever activity you do meditatively. In such case, you will never fall sick, you will never become tired. So, stepping from physical to spiritual is what is called personality development. For Western people, personality development is making him fit to do a job. If you have to be a TV anchor, teach him how to tie the coat, what shoes have to be worn, what color socks he has to wear for that shoe, and then what is that? Looking good personality. And once you wear that, yesterday I said, you wear jeans, you feel fit. That is feeling good personality. But I am talking about being a good personality. Once you be a good personality, give any job, you will be able to do it. Any physical job also you can do it. It doesn't matter for you. Intellectual, emotional, social, you want to mix with anyone? Yes. There are 3 people in front of you. Yeah, you can talk hours together. I remember giving a lecture I was called for some lecture someplace. They expected large gathering. Only 3 people were. 3 dancers. They asked, what do you want? I said, we have dance postures. Can you explain the energy concept in that? Yes, I said I can. Because we have got, in most of the puja, we have got a lot of gestures that have got a good relation with the dance. 6 hours of lecture on relation between the puja and the dance posture. Non-stop. It was recorded. Being taught in many schools there now. So what happens is, it doesn't matter whether 3 people are there or 20,000 people are there. It all depends on the concentration of the person who are talking to you. You can sit hours together and talk to someone if they listen to you carefully. If their brain is there with you, their atma is with you, their manas is with you, and you will get involved. The energy concept is such, when you talk to someone, you are opening the eyes and seeing me. When you see me, you are transferring an energy to me. And therefore you become tired, but I will never become tired. That's the strength of a dancer generally. A dancer can dance hours together. Ask her to do some other physical job, she will not be able to do it. I can speak like this for hours together, but ask me to do something else. No person in front of me, only camera, no, I can't do it. Some life has to be there in front of me asking question which has got a query. I remember my first interview in Asianet. Some anchor was there. 20 minutes Suprabhatham one program was there. The interview was for that. Cameraman was shooting, interviewer was asking. The interview went for 4 hours. For 20 minutes shooting, it went 4 hours. She was also immersed, I was also immersed in the discussion. It went longer and longer. They changed the cassette, they said, don't stop. Let us not stop. She's deriving something. And it goes like that. So if you have a good listener, nice questions, it just flows. It's not me who speaks that time. It's the Atma which he speaks. You can connect yourself into Atma level in high meditation and do things. I am from Himalayan masters, Sri Rama's Shishya, Swami Vedabharati. Rama has a wonderful book, my Guru's Guru, Living with the Himalayan Masters. That's one of the best book in spiritual world. Among meditators. My Guru in meditation teaches only meditation, nothing else. Nothing else. No other activity other than meditation. And he is Mandaleshwar. I don't know, you know the hierarchy in Swamiji's. Do you know the Swamiji's hierarchy? You know? The Supreme Swamiji is called Mahamandaleshwar. That position is given during the Kumbh Mela. So my Guru is a Mahamandaleshwar, the Supreme Swamiji. You will see a lot of Swamijis on TV. They are all Swamis. They are not supposed to put the title Mahamandaleshwar until they get that. And this started from Shankaracharya's period. So Mahamandaleshwar Swami Vedabharati is my guru. He can speak many languages. 17 to 18 languages he gives lectures. Not Indian languages, abroad languages. None of this language was learned by him. You go there and the language which they speak, he can speak straight. That's connecting spiritually. Any moment, ask him to talk on any topic, he will be able to talk. You ask mathematics, he will be able to teach mathematics. You ask him music, he will be able to teach music. It's not that he learned. He will be able to connect spiritually to many places. And such a spiritual contact only got me to him also. So, when you are in the spiritual world, you become the highest. How good you are in that depends on how much. Maybe you say that I have a degree, I know this much, I am physically good. When you compare to somebody else, you are a small ant there. Okay? When I say this, I just wanted to compare with my guru. I am a small ant here. But having connected to such people, having liberty to meet them is a great success in life. So, the personality development increases not by virtue of your ability, not by virtue of your effort, but with whom you are associated. If you want to have a good personality, there is only one way to have good satsang, good people around. Okay? You may have good people, but if you are not social, you are not going to use them. If you are a bad social animal, you will only find bad companies. Okay? So what is important in personality development is good satsang. Suppose you have good brain, but you don't have a company to share your knowledge. What will happen? You cannot use it. Srinivasa Ramanujan met Hardy. Otherwise, we don't know whether we will have such a person or not. Vivekananda met Ramakrishna. You look at all of them have got somebody. Emotionally unbalanced. You are with the people who always says, don't do it, yeah, it's dangerous. Other fellow also says, don't do it, dangerous. This fellow also will become after that later. It all matters satsang. We have a wonderful example for this from Mahabharata. Two people took birth in the same family. Dharmaputra and Duryodhana. Cousin brothers. See, the storyteller must have told Duryodhana in one palace, Dharmaputra in some other palace. Did they do that? They gave birth in the same family. Cousin brothers belong to same family. No difference in their childhood, bringing up was same. They were never told. One fellow was not sent in the local school and another fellow in Navodaya Vidyalaya. They were taught in the same class, same guru, right? Same opportunity was given for reading also. Same guru taught them. But why one fellow became Dharmaputra and another fellow became Adharmaputra? Why? Satsang. Who was in company with Dharmaputra? 5 brothers. And then when they become slightly elder, Krishna. Whereas for Duryodhana, 100 useless fellows. You may have more people around you, all useless. Nothing can be changed. And then when he grew up, who was there with him? Shakuni. Suppose you have Shakuni beside you, you are going to be in trouble. Your good or bad depends on who is sitting beside you. So take care of your company all the time. And Shakuni is from which place? Kandahar, Gandhar Naresh, Kandahar, Afghanistan. So Mahabharata says, don't have company with Afghanistan people. You are going to be in trouble. Is it not true even now? Even today that's true. 5,147 years back it happened. But still, that is the state. You know, every mother and father is supposed to help the people to develop their personality. It's the responsibility of the father and mother. My son, no, he always likes only chips. What is that? What is it? Lays. Only lays. slap the mother when somebody says like that. Was your child was a beggar who started asking somebody, get me lace? Who fed them first? Same mother must have fed, because she has to go for shopping, she has to go for with boyfriend. She says, take lace, Baba, don't tell anybody, don't tell Papa that I am with you. It's we as parents start spoiling the son. They start spoiling the kid. No kid is taken birth as bad. It's all the way you bring them up. That's why I said mother. Anyway, fathers are useless. The time they go out of their compound wall, inside the compound wall also sometime, they will forget about their family. But ladies are very bad. They carry their home everywhere. Wherever they go, every lady, their friends will know the family matters. When two ladies meet, they will tell, yesterday, there are 2 guests in my house. The other fellow, I had 3. Now, other fellow was so bad, yeah. He was always looking at me. No gents will tell their family matters with other friends. They will only talk about Cuba, America. They are only worried about spying on some other land. No Indian matters also. No. Slight politics. That's why in home there is a nice way of taking home better style. You know what is that? Every matter inside the house ladies can decide. Full decision is by them. Only gents have to take up decisions which are much important in their life. What is that? Who will become American president can be decided by husband. If you have such a contract, no trouble. Never involve in small matters. Generally that is the character of gents. Therefore, even though husband was not alive, 5 kids were wonderful. Just because of the great mother. Whereas the other side, Gandhari, what did she do? Her husband was blind. When husband is blind, wife has to open the eyes to support the husband. What a stupid lady she is. She has closed the eyes, saying that I am a good company to you. Is it the way to make company? This is a big lesson from Mahabharata. You must not have heard this lesson from any of the TV channels. When husband is blind, wife should give company to husband, opening the eyes, not becoming blind. If both husband and wife, that means parents are blind, kids will go in bad company. Why Shakuni was giving company to Duryodhana? Because both parents were blind. Many parents are blind. It's only symbolic. Many times kids become bad because the parents are blind. I am into psychotherapy and counseling. I am seeing many problems in families. Pinpoint anything, ultimately it reaches to the pointer saying that parents are having some trouble either between them or between dealing with the society, or they have some problems. So you have the responsibility. Why did I say this much? You have the responsibility to take care of your children. Never ever try to misbehave even in the slightest manner to your 8th class, 9th class, 10th class students. Because their little bit of misbehavior from teachers, I've seen many cases, that's what I'm saying, have spoiled their life, and they will open it up after some time to someone, and you will be in trouble. Never become a Shakuni, disturbing somebody else in life. Many times Gandhari keep asking Duryodhana, my son, why can't you see your cousin brothers here? They are all good fellows. Why can't you become like a Dharmaputra? Then Duryodhana gives a wonderful answer in Mahabharata. Janami dharmam. Mother, I know what is dharma. Janami dharmam. I know what is dharma. Nacha me pravarti. I am not able to do it. Very good, no? We are all like that. We know what is to be done, but we are not able to do it. Janami adharmam. I know what is bad. Nacha me nivritti. I am not able to stop doing it. I know what is dharma, I am not able to do it. I know what is adharma, I am not able to stop doing it. Kenapi kamena hridistitena yadha niyuktosi tadha karomi. Kenapi kamena hridistitena. My desire is pulling me. My hridaya is saying, do it. So I am doing it. I am innocent. Stupid innocent fellow. Yatha niyuktosi tadha karomi. I am instructed by manas saying, you do it, I am doing it. This is the problem with the people. You must have desire in life. Yesterday we told that you must have desire, right? You must have desire. But you are also a social being. So control your desire. To be a social being, you will have to control your desire. You must become sophisticated. You must become cultured. You must filter yourself. Every dealing. You have a more responsibility as a teacher. We are slightly moving to value education. As a police inspector, they have a responsibility. As a senior officer, I will have a responsibility in my... If same crime is done by a smaller fellow on the ground, it's not at all an issue. But when somebody does it educated, higher responsibility, has got a big value added to that. Okay? So dharma means being social. We will talk about different dharmas and value inculcation, how value is defined, how it is to be done. So if you don't have a good social life, you don't have a good personality. The personality with the position, the value changes, therefore the society dealings also changes. If you have a bad company, your intellect will become bad, you can never reach into spirituality. You be with the spiritual people, really spiritual people. There are spiritual people who are not reached to spirituality. They just believe, then they put saffron, they become spiritual. And under saffron cover, anything can be done. Saffron is a fire color. So fire means many things, right? Some people are in fire. So they do fire themselves under the cover of saffron. Very bad situation. Being spiritual is not being religious. No caste, nothing for them. I remember Mahatma Gandhi who said, if every Christian in the world is like Christ, world would have been much better. The followers of Christ, they don't know what Christ wanted this world to be. Followers of Buddhism, they do not know what Buddhism really is. Followers of Ramakrishna may not know what Ramakrishna wanted to do. Followers of Madhamardandamai, they do not know what Madhamardandamai wanted to do. Followers of Krishna doesn't know what Krishna wanted to say. They start fighting with the Shiva's group. Shaivism and Vaishnavism. It's a big fight many times. So you can see the whole world had only one spirituality but different small branches. Every religion is created for taking them to spirituality. But people don't reach spirituality, they just live in the religious rituals. Blind rituals. That's why people start fighting. If you reach from religious to spiritual level, everybody gets corrected. So being spiritual is the highest personality development. For him, no religion. Yesterday, I was telling Radhakrishnan, when I went to Golden Temple, Amritsar, when we were eating in the canteen, I was saying, you must see the way people are fed there. Thousands and thousands of them. And so neat, so disciplined. 24 hours. Imagine, I was thrilled to see that. You must travel and see that, then only you will believe. Nowhere in the world, You see Kumbh Mela, the largest human gathering in the globe. This time, last month I had an interview in Discovery Channel on Kumbh Mela, astrological and astronomical aspects of Kumbh Mela. I am coming 8 times in 40 minutes. It will come in Discovery Channel, produced by Discovery. It's a wonderful experience, talking to people, meeting people. India is a big nation. We have different cultures, different language, different religion, different way of dressing, but inside the core we have only one feeling that we are Indians. You may live in this world with a different religious feeling, but internally they have only one feeling that we are Indians. There are a lot of people sitting here and praying looking at the east or west. We can only call them stupid. Taking breath from here, this air, taking water from this world, living in the same place and sharing every resource from this nation but thinking about somebody else. There are few. In every caste we have such people. But inside the core of every Indian there is an Indianism. And why somebody has become different religion? Just because they were foolish and they become converted. There is no Hinduism in this land. Never think there is Hinduism. No Hinduism here. No word Hindu in any of the Hindu literature. Bhagavad Gita, the whole thing you read, nowhere it is mentioned it is for Hindus. No word Hindu there. No author's name there. You take a Bhagavad Gita and see who has written there, no author's name. It's open for everybody. So we are a nation where we have shared everything to everybody. There may be little small problems here and there, but it's only like a small, when you stir chai inside the mug, there will be some turbulence, but never goes out. It's all like that. We are a good nation with all the power, much, much richer than any part of the globe. We can talk about the personality development. Who else in this world can talk about spirituality, you tell me? Every nation comes back to India when they want to grow spiritually. Every lesson from spirituality goes from this land to somebody else. Spiritual leaders are only from India, nowhere else. Nowhere else. Every spiritual leader must have landed at least once in this country. And that small dirt is enough for them to make them spiritual sometime. It's not my words. There are many philosophers kept on talking about this. You can see hundreds of quotes from the best of the people. I remember my first talk on Paravidya and Aparavidya which happened in Hyderabad. The chairman for that session was David Fraley, an Englishman. He is called the modern Vedavyasa. His knowledge in spirituality is uncomparable. Look at the Devi Sankalpam, Dashamahavidya, one textbook from him. Tantra Shastra, textbook from him. Jyotisha, textbook from him. He's a wonderful writer. You go to Germany, many universities, you will see lot of statues of Indian rishis there. They adore India much more than their own land. So the concept which we have, Himalayam Samarabhya Yavat Hindu Sarovaram Tam Deva Nirmidam Desham Hindustanam Prajakshade. This land is what is created by God. We are blessed to be spiritual by nature. Only thing what we have is getting connected with a small, narrow-minded religious spirit. Throw away. We must salute the Sikh. During independence partition, an independent state was given for Sikh. They said, no, we are Indian. So that spirit which people have, that makes us much more stronger in this world. So you are working in a national educational institution. Multicultured, multi-mixing is what is proposed. That's why people are getting transferred from one place to another. Have this feeling when you give in talk. You are not just maths teachers. You are not just maths teachers. No teacher is an individual subject teacher. The definition which we said, a school teacher trains the, schoolmaster trains the minds. So you are changing the mind of the people. Never try to inculcate a small spirit of religious spirit in them. If somebody is doing, catch their collar. Never allow people to become bad. So, emotionally controlled, physically fit, intellectually thriving, socially mixing. Allow every one of your students to mix with you. Never change. When I said namaskaram in the morning, what does namaskaram means? What does namaskaram means? What do you mean by namaskaram? brahmacharya. In brahmacharya, your concentration is totally inside that. And garhasthyam, what you will do? Your role you start changing. You have different roles after getting married. Until you are a bachelor, you have no role. You are only supposed to be a student, nothing else. No relation, no society for you. Don't do anything for anybody. Just do one job, that's learning. After that, you are supposed to have grihastha. Grihastha means your relation will come. Then only you have a role. You have no role to play when you are in brahmacharya. He is only a brahmachari. People move around him, with them try to learn as much as you can. When grihastha comes, you will have a responsibility, but that is limited to your family. It is said 20 years you can be a brahmachari, maximum. It can be much less than that. 20 years you can have garhastya, and then 20 years you have to be vanaprastham. What is vanaprastham? What is vanaprastham? Why is it called vanaprastham? So why is it called vanaprastham? That's my question. What is prakriti? Opposite of prakriti is vikriti. So in garhasthyam you do lot of vikriti. Vikriti means mischief. Prakriti is good thing. What is prakriti? What is vanaprastham literary meaning? I wanted to know that. That's why I wanted to correct you. Vanam is not forest. Vanam is forest. Vanam is akash, space. The biggest blunder, many saints started talking about vanaprastham means going to forest. No. Vanam is space. So you have to be in space department for 20 years. Vanaprastham means be in space. What is being space? You are like space. What you said is exactly true. You should have lot of space in you, and you should create space for others. You become a father, your kids must have been grown up when you are 40 years. They are into slightly bachelor and above. They can take a decision themselves. Then what you should do? You will be like an air. Don't make obstacles there. Air is without obstacles, right? So don't create obstacles at home. Don't leave your house, but live in house, but don't involve in somebody's profession. Up to 20 years you can have control on your wife. Otherwise, she or he may run away. So what is to be done? Control for some time. After 20 years, leave her. If somebody wants, let her go. Anyway, by that time she will be totally useless, or you will become totally useless. So why should you worry? Is it not? Your kids must have grown to some level. Don't control them. You must teach them brahmacharya, teach them about family life. Living in the family, they should learn what is family life. If they are not learning, don't give them lectures after that. If they have become bad, it's your fate and their fate. Leave them free. Don't involve in their day-to-day affair. Just leave them. Vanaprastham is like air, akash, where arrows will go, flight will go, rocket will go, and no space will say, don't enter into my space. You enter, but soon after that the air will get clean it again. Much smoke is pushed in the environment. In few minutes it cleans itself. Does it not happen? Lot of pollution is there. Does it affect the space? It does not affect the space. It only affects few people here. Okay, so what it do? It cleans up it by itself. So Vanam has got that meaning. And then sannyas. Then what is to be done? With all this experience, you get detached slowly. Then all this experience you must teach to the society. Sannyas is not going to caves and then praying. It is living for society. Every sannyasis earlier used to be advisors of king. There used to be ministers, there used to be a lot of soldiers and all that. But king will always listen to their gurus, sannyasis. So having learned all this, what is your job next? Try to become advisors. That's what you are supposed to do. So that part is called a sannyasi. How do I connect that to this? And why did I say this? This ashram is equivalent to Purushartha because when you have got Brahmacharyam and Garhasthyam, you have karma. You have kama. Kama is what? Kama is not sex. Desire. Okay, what is your desire? For every student, there has to be a desire to learn. Every grihastha, there has to be a desire to progress his family's welfare. Construct nice house, buy best car, give all the facilities, nice cushion, nice drawing room, lot of nice ornamented seats, but no visitors. Most of the houses are like that, you see. They have good drawing room, everything is arranged well. I keep asking, how many visitors keep come here? No, for last 2 years, no, you are the only person who came here. Now many people keep decorating their house. For what? To show to somebody, right? If no visitors, why do you want to decorate your house? But they don't entertain anybody. So your karma is always depend on the people around you. How do you want to do things? Everybody has got cell phone today. Why you want cell phone? Because others have. Why you want a car? Because my neighbor has a car. Every time our requirement depends on the neighbor. If somebody constructs a big house, we will construct another one more floor above that.
Mobile phone.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we have a analysis on when two people talk on mobile. Assume that you are standing in the bus stop, waiting for a bus. Let somebody is talking on mobile. You get irritated generally, won't you? Yes or no? When somebody talks over mobile on loud voice, close to you, sitting either in the bus or standing in the bus stop, when 2-3 people are there, you don't have any other company, but somebody is talking over phone, you get irritated very fast. Yes? But whereas you are standing in the bus stop, 2 people are talking each other, you will enjoy listening to them. If they are fighting also, you will enjoy seeing them fighting. If they are chit-chatting anything, you will enjoy it. But over mobile, you cannot tolerate. You know the reason? Only one-way communication you are listening. You are not listening what the other fellow is telling. So you are eager to know what the other fellow is telling. It's a big crime in the society. Talking over cell phone, giving ear to somebody else. Otherwise you must switch on it and then say no. Nicely you will also enjoy. Loudspeaker. If somebody is talking over telephone, you say please switch on the loudspeaker. No, I will also love to listen. How your wife is scolding you. For what? Because I have to give something else, not tomorrow. Nice words can be learned. Okay, so in life, karma is essential to survive. Without karma, nobody can survive in this world. Nice chair. I love to have such a chair. Is there anything wrong? Nothing wrong. But I gave you one example. Nice, next could be snatching. Don't do that. Okay? Now, if I have to have a chair like this, what should I have? Artha. Artha means the means of getting my desire satisfied. I have a desire, I must get satisfied. I need artha. Artha doesn't mean money. It could be influence. It could be love. I said I like red shirt. It could be somebody offer me a red shirt. It could be my knowledge, because somebody says, no, oh, this man is a good teacher, let me give him a present. What could be that? A red shirt. I am very happy. Try. Now, but this artha can be an influence. It could be your friendship. It could be the love. It could be fame. Some people will get, we will present something to somebody. Why? Because he is famous. Therefore, knowing him is a credit for me. Somebody is rich, we will give them something. Actually, we are supposed to give to poor, but we will give to the richest fellow. Why? Because we can influence him through that. So, artha can be through influence, it could be power, it could be fame, it could be knowledge, anything. Now, I have a desire. The artha can be anything, but nobody is giving me anything. I don't have money to buy. What I will do? I will steal from someone. Quite possible, right? I can steal from someone and then buy a chair and sit inside on the chair. But when I sit on the chair, will I be happy or unhappy? It depends on my character. If I happen to be the son of a smuggler, I have no problem. So my dharma and character, which we have just explained, the value determines my action for attaining artha. If I don't have artha or getting artha, can have two paths. One is dharmic, another one is adharmic. If I do adharmic, I can never be happy. If I do dharmic, I can be happy, and moksha is nothing but happiness. That's why I have written in that order. Okay? So kama is the desire. Anything which I have to get it to satisfy my kama is called artha. And artha can be obtained by two ways, one dharmic and adharmic. If I do it in adharmic, I become unhappy. If I do it in dharmic, I become happy. That happiness, not temporary happiness, but permanent happiness. Many people are happy temporarily. And everybody goes for temporary happiness. But then soon after that you become unhappy. Oh, I should not have done it. It's a big mistake here. What happens? Why did you do it? To be happy. Up to what time? Till this moment. After that, unhappy. Nice chocolate. Nice ice cream. What you will do? Eat well. Then what happens? Oh, throat infection. While eating, next time onwards, no, I will never eat ice cream. After 1 week, another party. Ice cream. So you will think whether to eat or not. Your buddhi will say, please don't eat. Why? Last time you ate and your body suffered. Beta, I am telling you, don't eat. Who tells you? Your buddhi. Your manas will say, eat it, yeah, nothing will happen. Last time was a different party. This is a different party. You know, always conflict happens between manas and buddhi. If at all you have. If you have given to someone, no problem. If you have buddhi, definitely there will be a conflict. Most of the time we are unhappy because there is a conflict between buddhi and manas. Manas will say do it, buddhi will say no. Always control is by the buddhi. More buddhi, you will become more sad. Less of buddhi, you are more happy. But maybe temporary happy, after some time you will suffer. Because you are a social being. If you are not a social being, only manas was enough. Buddhi is not required. Most of animals, they can do whatever they want, wherever they want. 1 or 2 or 3. No issue. But human being, we have restrictions. Why? You can't even sit the way you want to sit. At home somebody will say, don't sit like this. You are an elderly girl. Is it the way to sit? Even at home you cannot sit the way you want. And similarly, same time you can see a dog sleeping like this, both legs up and down. It has a freedom, but you don't have a freedom. You are restricted because you are a social being. This is not the way to behave. We are getting cultured. Every learning is a conflict in manas and buddhi. Nice mirchi bhaji. Smell itself is enough. It becomes tempting. Right? What will happen? Stomach upset. Tomorrow ulcer will come. I told you, no, don't eat this. Who says? Buddhi will say. Assume buddhi says and you listen to buddhi. You don't eat. Night go to sleep. In the dream mirchi bhaji will come, ice cream will come. Because your dream is the result of a karma which is not satisfied. Dream comes because of karma which is not satisfied. Your unsatisfied desire is what gives you dream. Karma is what comes because of your experience in or imagination. Both are possible. Karma comes either you have seen something, you will require only what you have tasted and seen or smelled or heard about it. Otherwise your imagination. Everything is like that. Puffs. You know puffs, right? What did I say? Puffs. Samosa. Laddu. Jalebi. Yes? Kaspus. No? When I said laddu, you have laddu shape in your eyes. Jalebi, you had jalebi shape in your eyes. Somebody had red jalebi, somebody had yellow jalebi, right? When I said pizza, you had pizza in you. When you have samosa, you have samosa shape there. When I said, what did I say? Kaspu. There is nothing in the world like that. I just said some word. You have no shape in your mind because you have never tasted, you have never seen, you have never heard about it. Now if I tell you, Kaspus is almost like a pizza. Now what are you doing? You are taking a pizza picture, trying to change it. It's almost like pizza, but it's in triangle shape. Now what do you do? Pizza, the other portion you have cut. Now you are worried whether to cut it or make a round shape there. See, the mind is such, you create your own imagination. And now you want to taste it. Because you have tasted pizza, you want to know the taste of pizza and Kaspus is same or not. So we have what is called a thinking process which generates all this. Now what is to be done? Your artha, if you don't have, you will start generating it with your buddhi or manas. Where to get it, how to get it is the thought process. You just listen to that, that's enough. Where is this coming from? It comes from your manas. Where is this database? It's in your manas. You have taken my photograph and kept where? Inside your manas. Next time when you see me by mistake somewhere, what will happen? You will take my picture and say, oh, old man. He become much more older now. That day he was a yellow shirt. Earlier he has a blue shirt. Now he has a white shirt. Now automatically the picture will come, the old picture will come. You start comparing and take a decision whether to talk to him or not to talk to him. No, he has disturbed us 2 days. No. If he is coming on this side of the road, I will cross the road and go the other side. So instantaneously you will take a decision. You don't have to wait for that. Does it not happen? You know, manas is so fast because your desire. Kama. Desire is to talk or not to talk. Some people have a desire to talk. But buddhi says, don't talk to him, yeah. Once he talks, finished. Now, your brahmacharya will get defined. Your garhastya will get defined. At vanaprastha, people are free. Because they don't care this attachment and detachment. For me, every student is same. I keep meeting hundreds of them. Somebody feels close, attached to us. That's their headache, not my headache. For me, X, Y, Z is same. At Vanaprastha, you will be able to see the world differently. But Garhastya and in Brahmacharya, you will see it entirely different. But some people at the old age also, they cannot stop involving. Some mothers are there. Why are you keeping it here? You should supposed to keep it here, no? What is the problem in keeping it here and here? No, they are very strict. It has to be kept here only. They will involve in everything. Let them be at the age of 80. They are still in Garhastya. They will not allow their kids or grandchild to move anything without telling me. How can you do that? They are more worried about not doing. Why you did not tell me? That's the question. No, I don't mind my son marrying anybody. But before loving, he should have told me. Who will tell before loving? Yeah? I will support. No, what she will support. So this is a habit. The mother will say, don't keep it here, no? What will happen? What will happen? It may fall. Okay, by mistake, somebody has kept it here, while you are walking, you hit your glass and then it falls down, it breaks. What will happen? I told you, don't you have two eyes? You get a chance for scolding. Why? Because your kid just hit on that while traveling and then moving there, and it has fallen, it has broken. Old glass. During your marriage 20 years back, somebody has presented that glass and now it's a nice chance, it has broken, you can replace it. Old one, maybe 3 rupees or 2 rupees, but the scolding will cost more than 100 rupees. The whole day you will waste. If it happened to be a Sunday, finished. If it happened to be a working day, till you go to school. That's all. Because you don't have any other job, It's a nice chance to show that I am the mother. I have full control on you. I must trim your habit, behavior, such a fashion. If you don't get scolding now, you will not improve in your life. You know why all this scolding? Because she got sufficiently from the husband or maybe from grandfather in her life. Whatever you get, you have to give to somebody else. By mistake, it's not from the daughter or the son. In your hand hits and falls it. You know what you will say? Who kept the glass here? I told it should be kept here. Immediately you know how to change the plate. So cunning people are. Why you are scolding? Because you have authority. Assume it happened that you have kept the glass here and I happen to be a guest in your house. By my hand it falls. What will happen? Sir, no problem. It's an old glass. Anyway, we were thinking of changing it. It's nice that you have done a good thing for us. And what will happen? See, my mother was never cleaning the floor. Now you got a chance, because you will clean the floor. You have done it. See, every action, it's for good purpose. You will start justifying. I say sorry. No, you don't have to say sorry. But why can't you do the same thing to your kids? Why can't you do it to your family members? You will never do it. What is value? We have a value, but we show something to someone. For something else, we will never show that. At all these steps, be very careful why you are doing. Why you are doing. Does it give a permanent happiness or not? Every bit of scolding which you are giving to your daughter or son makes them away from you. Every bit of scolding the spouse is against the spouse, it makes them away. Never do that. Whatever happens, you just hug them and say, doesn't matter, beta. It could happen to me, it could happen to you. By mistake it happened to you today, it could happen to me tomorrow. No problem. Give them a kiss. Let it be spouse or kid or somebody else, your mother or father, your neighbor or relative. Just tell, doesn't matter. Can you say this? Can you say this? Try from today. It changes your life. And you will be acceptable to anyone. Let your kids, let your student make a mistake. Tell them. It could happen to anyone. Doesn't matter. How cool they will be. Will that one be cool? And they love you so much because they already have a guilty feeling that they did a mistake. Over that you are giving a dose. How they feel? They will feel detached from you. The time you say that, don't worry, they will love you so much. Okay? So what is to be done today? Take the glass, break it. And see how your husband behaves. How your wife behaves. If they don't behave, give them a class like this. They will give a slap on your face. And say, why you did not take me to your class? You should also take me to the class. Right now, it's no point in learning only one part. You must teach this first. Your family has to be taught to behave in the right style. Never become selfish. Become as social as you can. That's only way to improve your life. More social, you become more liberal. The more liberal you are, more happy you are. Okay, never try to restrict. But life is to be controlled like a kite. What is the kite control? Allow it to fly, but never make an accident. Okay? Never keep the kite inside your showcase. Does it fly? So what's required? Allow it to fly. Fly as much as it can. But the thread has to be there. The thread is not to control it, but thread is to make it to fly. Your desire has to be flown like a kite. But control, what is the control? Dharma, value is the thread. Hold the value there. If valuelessly you do something and have a desire, you will be in trouble tomorrow. It's like a kite without a thread under control. Definitely it will fall down. So as teachers, you have a responsibility to control self, and every student is a flight, small kite which likes to fly up with their own creativity, their own desire. Never put them down. Allow them to fly. Allow them to behave the way they want. Allow them to be more social, interacting with everybody. But keep the value thread in you. Tell them, you do it, but this could be a mistake. You fly in this direction, it could be better for you. So you have to have the value thread in you. So I believe that this is the way you have to control. Not controlling means stopping them in doing. Controlling doesn't mean stopping them in becoming more creative and more active in life. At home, same way. You have to be strict, but to a limit. I keep saying, you have a nice sofa set. Some others are good, very good. They put the cushion diagonally opposite. If there is a blue chair, put a white cushion. No black. It's not a match. Slightly yellowish. Today's dress, your saree is very good. When you go for taking picture, this is the color. Yesterday your kurta was good. That shirt is good. That shirt is good. Anything closer to blue will be glittering. If you put this chair in a picture, you see when you take the picture of this room, most glaring will be the chair. Because this is the best color for pictures. Okay, when you go for marriages, wear such shirts. It's really good. Now when you have got a chair like this, you put a cushion there. And when somebody sits there, sometime I am scared, the cushion will become different, Some housewives are very particular. It has to be diagonally kept. It should not be like this. So careful, Very strict mothers are there. One question for them. A life in a house is very happy only when slightly it is untidy. A house have to be neat enough to be healthy and untidy enough to be happy. A house have to be neat enough to be healthy but untidy enough to be happy. Some houses, bedspread, no wrinkles, bedsheet exactly at the place, pillows exactly at the place. Then why do you get married? There has to be wrinkles on the bed. Is it not? You must enjoy, scroll on the bed. A house have to be neat enough to be healthy. But I was imagining what is this here. Okay, there is something like that also. Okay. Now life has to be enjoyed. If you don't enjoy your life, there is no point in saying I am living. If you don't enjoy, your kids will not enjoy. So value is not to stop enjoyment. Within that frame, as the kite flies, you can enjoy flying, but decide where you want to fly and how good the environment is. If the wind is against you, don't try to fly. Atmosphere, environment, where you are living, what is the culture, what permits you, what does not permit you, all that has to be seen. So decide your life in this time. So I think it's enough. Enough and more.
If we ask one more of the sentence, everybody is ready, I hope so. Isn't it?
Yes.
According to W.J. Perel, a great teacher is not simply one who imparts knowledge to his students, but one who awakens their interest in it and makes them eager to pursue it for themselves. He is a spark plug, not a fuel pipe. So really you have ignited our minds with your knowledge. Generally we see any religious person is concerned topic only they used to clarify the doubts. But in this last 2 days we have seen whatever topic we have taken, we are asking us
can mail me at drTPS